Hello, and welcome back to Philip Talks. Today we're going to check out my 2009 Infiniti FX35. The surface engine light came on, and we're going to check that out. Normally, when you see the surface engine light come on, you think it's like for an oil change, something in that nature, but it also reveals something that's pending in the ECM in the computer. So we're going to check it out and see what it says. Alrighty, so let's get started. So I'm going to push in the OBD into the OBD port and see what comes up. Alrighty. Okay, let's do that up. So on this car, hope you can see that. The OBD port is about right here. Let's plug that sucker in. Like so. Alright. Put the engine on. And here's my meter. Let's see what it says. This is not sponsored anyway. This is a Think OBD 100 Think car. It's an excellent way to check out your system. So we're going to go to diagnose it. Okay, it's processing, as you can see. So we're checking this out together, guys. All right, so we're going to check out the first one. So we're going to go up, read codes, hit OK. And let's see what we have here. Oh, we got, you read that? Put it back like so. It says here P0447 evaporative emission system vent control circuit open. So it's one of three. So we're gonna hit this arrow down. Oh, different code. P0455. Pending code. See, it's pending in the computer like I was telling you before. Evaporative emission system leak. A large leak. Let's see what the third one says. It's the same thing as the first one. Alright, so we're going to check that out, see what would be causing that. I'm going to look that up. The 0447 and the 0455. Alright, so let me go check that out. And I'll be right back with you. I'll check out those codes. See what we got to do. Hi. Okay. So I looked up to see what the deal was with the codes, the 0447 and the 0455. And it could be either one. That means I have a gross leak. So we have two valves in our EVAP system. One of the valves is called a purge valve, which is right here on my car. This is the 2009, like I mentioned, Infiniti FX35. Now I took the cover off, and what you see is where it's located, in the back. All right, you have electrical connection, you have a hose coming from the fuel canister, and you have another hose back here that goes to the intake. So what happens is this opens up to let the vapors through, so it gets burned up by your motor when it's running. And now you also have a vent solenoid, which is this. And this one goes next into the canister, the charcoal canister, and which is located in the rear of the vehicle. I'm going to show you in a minute where that is, because this is the first thing they suggest that you change, because if this is stuck closed, all the vapor from your gas tank is not going anywhere. It's staying in the gas tank, and when you open up your gas tank to put fuel in, it comes out that way, so it goes into the air, which is no good. So what happens literally is that when this thing opens, it sends the vapors through this hose from the back, goes into here, and the computer tells this to open up, so it burns off into the motor. So that's basically how it works. But this is the one that usually gets all messed up. All right, this is the vent control valve, so we're going to be changing this out. It's the harder one to do, of course. So let me show you where this is. So let's go back here. Normally it's behind the passenger side, which we have here. You're going to go under. Turn on the light. Let's go under. All right, so here's the underneath of my car, and you see this shield here? That's where it is. It's under the shield. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So let me see if we could see it though. Oh, there it is. All right, you see it right there? I'm trying to get my hands around, but you probably can see it, guys, right here. Just focusing. Yeah, but that's it. Here's the hose that goes up to the other solenoid. There's the hose here. All right, so we need to take off this cover. It looks like it's on by that bolt there, nut. The nut up there, looks like there's 3 of them. So let me get at that. I don't need to show you that until we get to this, and just show you how we take that off. All right. Hope this is all right. Focus, focus. But I hope you can see that in there. All right, it's right up in there. Right up in there. All right, guys, let me get this cover off. So got some of the bolts out, and as you can see, this is the cover. I got 2 bolts out. I had to cut one out, and it's so rusty, as you can see here. I just bent it down just to get to the valve I was going for, which is right here. Okay, so this is what we're replacing right there. So let's take off this hose. It's on there pretty good. That's coming off. There we go. All right, that's one step. I don't know if I can get this out before I take off the electrical up there. The electrical, I gotta take that off, and then you have to twist this to get it out. Let me see if I can twist this before I do the electrical. Oh yeah, look at that. I heard it. I can do electrical once it's out. So it's like a quarter turn or a little more. But this is not in the way up here. See how I got a quarter turn there? But it doesn't want to come out, so I got to go more. Might be like a half turn. Alright. I gotta fight with this, so I need 2 hands. So, got it out. There it is. Here's the opening right there. What a pain in the butt. Here's the old one. I couldn't get that out, the electric. That was stuck in there pretty well. So now I'm going to push in the new one. Put the connector on afterwards. So the way this basically goes, as you can see in there, the tabs, gotta line up the tabs, which is basically like this, like that. But the problem I had, this is tight, so I put a wrench on here so I could pull this back. Got her in. What I had to do was use the pry bar. I used the pry bar right up in here, and I pulled this whole thing out like so. And I got her in there, and it clicked. So let's put the connection back on. Sorry, my hand's in the way right here. You're going to put the connection back on the top. It only goes in one way. You can feel it around. Okay, I heard a click. And you put the 2 back on. This is the one that goes up to the engine, to the all right, that's all she wrote. Looking good. Now I'm going to put this mess back together. Let's put a couple screws in here to hold that up so it's protected still, and that's it. And then I'm going to erase the codes. And I'm going to erase the codes, so then we run it for, you know, a couple miles and see if the code comes back up. You know, the service engine soon deal. I doubt it. This should be it. But if not, we're going to have to change the one up in the engine bay. You know, the purge valve. But this should do it. That's everything I read. So let me get the nut on for this shield so it protects its steel, and then we gotta take that coat off. Oh, crazy. All right, let's go. All right, we changed out that EVAP control valve, and look up on Amazon for what your car is, and you'll come up with one. It's simple. All right, so we left the purge valve in the engine compartment, and hopefully that's not bad. But we're going to check that out now. So we're going to erase the codes. Here's the codes from before. So we're going to go back and see where it says erase the codes. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So we're going to erase the codes, press OK, and hopefully the service engine will go out. All right, it says it's been cleared, so let's see. Let's start the car up. Yep, it's not there anymore. No check engine light. Well, I didn't have check engine light. I had the service and check service engine soon light. Now remember, I had that service engine soon light on, but it was a problem. It's not just because I had to change my oil. You know, usually that's when it comes on, you know, when you have a reminder, but not this time. So that's why you got to check, all right, when you have a service engine soon light on. You never know what's there. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope I helped you out there. Please push the like button, hit subscribe, and if you have any comments, please down below. I will answer your comments for you. All right. Hope you have a nice day. Take care of yourselves, and later for the next one.